Welcome to Sci-Fi Galaxy, your gateway to epic adventures, cosmic mysteries, and thrilling stories from beyond the stars. Subscribe now and join the journey. Let's head towards our today's exiting story. It starts when Lucas Reed was halfway through sketching another starship battle in his notebook when the world turned upside down. The history teacher's droning voice was cut off by a low rumble that rattled the classroom windows. Lucas paused, pencil hovering, as the vibrations grew stronger. "What's that?" someone murmured. Before anyone could answer, a streak of fire blazed across the sky, slamming into the parking lot outside. The explosion shook the entire school, shattering windows and knocking books off desks. Lucas ducked as shards of glass rained down, his heart pounding. Screams erupted. Students scrambled for cover, their desks screeching across the floor. Lucas dared to peek out the window. Through the smoke and fire, he saw the impossible, a sleek, alien ship, its surface shimmering with faint blue energy, embedded in the asphalt. "What the hell?" Lucas whispered, staring in awe. Before he could process what he was seeing, the door to the classroom slammed open. Kaela, the quiet transfer student who rarely spoke to anyone, strode in with a look of sharp determination. "You," she said, pointing directly at Lucas. He blinked. "Me?" "Come with me," Kaela ordered, grabbing his wrist. "What? Why?" Lucas stammered as she dragged him out of the room. "Now!" Kaela snapped. "No time to explain." Lucas stumbled after her, weaving through panicked students and shouting teachers. Kaela moved with uncanny speed, her grip firm as she navigated the chaos. They burst through the side doors into the rain-soaked parking lot, and Lucas froze. The ship loomed before them, smoke curling from its cracked hull. Strange symbols glowed along its surface, pulsating like a heartbeat. Before Lucas could ask any questions, a guttural screech tore through the air. He turned to see tall, insectoid creatures emerging from the wreckage. Their exoskeletons shimmered with shifting colors, and their multifaceted eyes gleamed with cold intelligence. "What the hell are those?" Lucas whispered, backing away. "Vrellians," Kaela muttered. "And they're not here to negotiate." The creatures spread out, their claws clicking as they moved. One turned its gaze toward Lucas, letting out a shrill screech. Kaela's hand darted to the pendant around her neck. With a soft hum, the pendant unfolded into a sleek suit of armor that enveloped her body in seconds. A helmet materialized, glowing faintly with the same blue energy as the ship. What are you?" Lucas stammered, staring at her in disbelief. "Get behind me," Kaela ordered, raising her arm. A pulse of energy shot from her palm, striking the nearest Vrellian and sending it crashing into the pavement. The other creatures shrieked in anger, charging forward. Kaela moved like a blur, deflecting blows with her armor and retaliating with precision. Lucas could only watch in stunned silence as she fought, her movements a perfect blend of grace and power. But for every Vrellian she took down, more emerged from the wreckage. Kaela cursed under her breath as her armor flickered, the energy field struggling to hold. "We're outnumbered," Lucas shouted, ducking as a claw swiped at him. Kaela grabbed his arm and pulled him toward the edge of the parking lot. "We need to run." "What about them?" Lucas gestured toward the panicked students. "I can't save everyone," Kaela snapped. "If we stay, we're dead. Now move." Rain slicked the ground as Kaela and Lucas sprinted into the dense forest behind the school. Lucas's lungs burned, his shoes slipping in the mud, but he didn't dare slow down. The faint sound of clicking claws followed them, growing closer with every step. Kaela finally stopped, leaning against a tree to catch her breath. Her armor flickered and retracted, leaving only the pendant around her neck. Lucas collapsed onto the damp ground, gasping for air. Can you please explain what's going on now?" Kaela hesitated, her gaze scanning the forest. "They're here for me," she said finally. "For you? Why?" Kaela sighed, her sharp features softening for the first time. "Because I'm not who you think I am. I'm a royal bodyguard from Galenian. My job was to protect the heir to our throne. Lucas stared at her, dumbfounded. Wait. You're an alien? Yes. And those things back there? Vrellians, Kaela said. Mercenaries. They've been hunting me since the heir I was sworn to protect was assassinated. Lucas's head spun. Why are they here? What do they want? Kaela hesitated again, her expression darkening. They think I know something about the assassination. Something that could change everything. And now they think I'm involved because I'm with you? Kaela nodded. I'm sorry, Lucas. But yes. Lucas groaned, running a hand through his hair. This is insane. Kaela straightened, her jaw set with determination. We need to keep moving. They're tracking us. Tracking us how? My armor leaves an energy signature, Kaela admitted. Lucas threw up his hands. Then turn it off. I can't. Kaela snapped. If I turn it off, I can't protect you. Lucas opened his mouth to argue, but a distant screech silenced him. Kaela tensed, her eyes narrowing. They're close, she said. Let's go. Deeper in the forest, Kaela led Lucas to a hidden Galenian relay station. The building was disguised as an abandoned bunker, but its interior was lined with sleek, alien technology. Kaela powered up the consoles, her fingers flying over the controls. Lucas wandered the station, marveling at the strange equipment. In a corner, he found a small, glowing device, a data core. What's this? He asked, holding it up. Kaela's expression turned grave. That's classified Galenian tech. It shouldn't be here. She scanned the core, her eyes widening as she read the encrypted files. This contains information about the assassination. And something else, something on Earth. Before Lucas could ask what she meant, the station's alarms blared. Kaela's face hardened. They found us. The Vrellians attacked in waves, their claws tearing through the station's defenses. Kaela's armor struggles, her suit's energy reserves dwindled, forcing her to fight with increasing desperation. Lucas's resourcefulness, Lucas improvised traps using the station's equipment, his creativity proving vital in holding off the attackers. The battle ended with the relay station in ruins. Kaela managed to send a partial distress signal to her people, but it was clear they were far from safe. The Galenian ship arrived just as Kaela and Lucas escaped the destroyed relay station. The sleek, crystalline vessel descended from the sky, its glowing hull a stark contrast to the chaos below. Lucas felt a flicker of hope until he saw the expressions of the Galenian crew. The ship's captain, Arion, disembarked, his towering figure framed by ornate armor. His sharp features mirrored Kaela's, but his cold demeanor sent a chill through Lucas. Kaela, Arion said, his voice like ice. You've made a mess of things. Kaela stepped forward, her posture stiff. Captain, I. Silence, Arion snapped, cutting her off. His piercing gaze shifted to Lucas. And you've involved a human? This was a covert mission, not a charity case. Lucas bristled, his fists clenching. Hey, I'm right here. And I didn't ask to be part of this. Arion ignored him, turning back to Kaela. You were sworn to protect the heir, and you failed. Now, you've jeopardized Earth by drawing the Vrellians here. Kaela's jaw tightened. I sent the distress signal because I had no choice. The Vrellians are hunting me, and they're after something hidden on Earth. Arion's expression darkened. We'll take you into custody. The council will decide your fate. Before Kaela could respond, Lucas stepped forward. She's the reason I'm still alive. She's been risking everything to stop the Vrellians. Maybe if you helped instead of pointing fingers, we wouldn't be in this mess. Kaela glanced at Lucas, her expression softening for a brief moment. Arion's eyes narrowed. You're bold for a human, he said, his tone dismissive. But you don't understand the stakes. Lucas took a deep breath, his heart pounding. I understand enough to know she's not the enemy. The tension eased slightly as Kaela handed over the encrypted data core. Arion scanned its contents, his expression shifting from skepticism to shock. This, he began, trailing off. What does it say? Kaela demanded. The files revealed that the assassination of the Galenian heir was orchestrated by a faction within the royal court. The Vrellians were hired to retrieve a biotechnological weapon hidden on Earth, a device capable of altering energy fields on a planetary scale. Kaela's breath caught. The weapon was left here decades ago, during the first Galenian mission to Earth. Ariane's eyes narrowed. If the Vrellians activate it, they could destroy this planet, or use it to wage war across the galaxy. Kaela realized she couldn't trust her people entirely. While Ariane's crew agreed to help stop the Vrellians, whispers of dissent hinted at ulterior motives. Some Galenians saw Earth as expendable, a mere pawn in their galactic power struggles. Lucas overheard one of the officers muttering about how humanity didn't deserve to wield such a dangerous weapon. The comment stung, but it fueled his resolve to prove them wrong. We need to stop them, Lucas said, his voice firm. Not just for Earth, but for everyone. Kaela nodded, placing a hand on his shoulder. You're right. And we will. Using the data core, Kaela and Lucas pinpointed the weapon's location, a Vrellian-controlled facility deep underground. The Galenian ship deployed a strike team, with Kaela and Lucas leading the mission. The infiltration was fraught with danger. The base was heavily guarded, its corridors lit with pulsing red light. Lucas used his knowledge of Earth's systems and his growing familiarity with Galenian tech to hack into the base's security grid, disabling traps and unlocking doors. Kaela's leadership, Kaela coordinated the team with precision, balancing her protective instincts with her growing trust in Lucas's abilities. As they moved deeper into the facility, they encountered horrifying sights, Vrellian experiments on captured humans, twisted attempts to harness Earth's unique biology. We can't let them win, Lucas whispered, his fists clenched. They reached the weapons chamber, a massive, pulsating sphere of energy suspended in midair. It radiated power, its vibrations resonating in Lucas's chest. Kaela's face was pale. This is far more advanced than I thought. Ariane's team worked to disable the device, but the Vrellians launched a counterattack. The team was split, forcing Kaela and Lucas to defend the chamber. Above Earth, the Vrellian fleet engaged the Galenian ship in a massive battle. The sky lit up with energy blasts as both sides fought desperately for control. On the ground, Lucas and Kaela faced the Vrellian leader, a towering, menacing figure with a voice that seemed to reverberate through the walls. You cannot win, the leader hissed. The galaxy belongs to the strong. Kaela squared her shoulders, her armor flickering. Then you'll learn just how strong we are. The final battle was fierce and chaotic. As the chamber began to collapse, Kaela realized the only way to stop the Vrellians was to destroy their mothership. Her armor failing, she commandeered a damaged ship and piloted it straight into the heart of the Vrellian fleet. Kaela, no! Lucas shouted as her image flickered on the comms. This is the only way, Kaela said softly. Lucas, you'll do great things. I know it. Her ship collided with the mothership, triggering a massive explosion. The Vrellians were defeated, but at great cost. Lucas, devastated but determined, activated the weapon in its defensive mode, neutralizing the remaining Vrellians without harming Earth. His quick thinking and bravery saved millions. Aboard the Galenian ship, Lucas sat in silence, staring out at the stars. Kaela had survived the explosion, though she was gravely injured. She lay in the mid-bay, her usual sharpness replaced with quiet gratitude. You saved me, she murmured when Lucas visited. You saved me first, Lucas replied. As the ship departed Earth, Lucas realized he was no longer the shy boy who had blended into the background. He was part of something far bigger, a fight for justice, for peace, and for the bond he'd forged with Kaela. The stars stretched before them, endless and full of possibility.